Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry for the lengthy delay for this next review. This is going to be premiering at midnight, just so you know. I'm trying to set up this Pixel Lab thing for chopping, like the thumbnail thing for basically just for this review. So this is for Marshmello's new album, Sugar Papi. No, Papi, I believe is how you pronounce it. That I'm going to be reviewing for this 11-track album, which is a 30-minute album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Sugar Papi Marshmello album and let you know my thoughts on this album overall. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with Tempo featuring Young Miko. This song is bad. I was very disappointed with how it turned out. It sounded like Spanish rap stuff, and I just did not like that shit. Latin rap stuff, I don't know, it just didn't sound good, and Marshmello's albums usually are not very good, personally. I think the last one was fine. This one is probably bad. So, yeah, 2.5 out of 5. 2C featuring Lil Cake and Bray, another disappointing track. I just can't get on board with this track. This song fucking sucks. It's cringe all around, and it just sounds very repetitive and generic of a track that it's so predictable. You know what you're gonna get with this song. So pretty much 2.5 out of 5. Then comes El Merengue featuring Manuel Turizo. I think this one was pretty solid. It's probably the only track that I actually did like, to an extent. I don't think it's the best song, but I think it's one of the highlights for this very disappointing album. So 4.5 out of 5. Then comes Como Yo with a sad face on it, featuring Tiago PZK, which is an okay track, but there are some cringe moments through this song that I can't really feel for the featured artist. So 3 out of 5. Alcohol featuring Anuel AA is an average track, I guess. I think his singing Anuel AA as the feature artist singing the track wasn't bad. Marshmello, I don't know. It's just with the songs I've gotten to listen to for this album, I'm very disappointed with this album's outcome and how it turned out. So I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5. But the next song is Esta Vida featuring Farruko, which is a decent song. It's kind of a highlight, but I wouldn't say it's a great highlight in any way. There's some cringe moments through the track, but mostly, excuse my yawning, mostly the track does alright for what it goes for. So 4 out of 5 for this one. Super High featuring Polima West Coast is an average track. I just don't know if I feel for it, but I just think there's some weak moments and there's some strong points, so I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Say Whoa featuring Nicky Jam is an average track as well. I just don't know if I am on board with it, with how it sounds. It just sounds very repetitive, and it's a repetitive, kind of recyclable track, but I wouldn't say it's the worst song for this album, but it is an iffy song. So 3.5 out of 5. Then comes Donde Están Cueno Los Vio, I believe is how I'm trying to pronounce it. This one is very disappointing. The mixing is pretty bad. I just don't really feel for how it sounds overall. Sorry, I'm writing down my new ratings for the tracks 7 and 8, updating it a bit. So basically, with what I listened to overall, Donde Están Cueno Los Vio, I believe is how I'm trying to pronounce it in the best way possible, features Chalkwib Town. This song was cringe. Excuse my yawning. This song was very cringe, so I'd give this a 2.5 out of 5. Soy Musa do Vario. I can't hardly pronounce it very well, just so you know. It's the 10th song on the album, and it's not that great. It's nothing special. I just don't like the mixing for this one either. It's kind of piss poor, and just the way it overall sounds with Luisa Sonza singing it, I don't know if I'm feeling for her vocals from time to time. I mean, they do okay, and then when the mixing for the electronic music comes in, it just ruins this track a bit. Some do kind of stuff, it just doesn't work. 2.5 out of 5. And finally, we get to the last track, Harley Quinn featuring Forza Regida. Another disappointing track. It's not a great closing track, in my opinion. It started off bad, and there were a few songs that did alright and average and decent, but it ended bad. So, pretty much 2.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think this album was crap, in my opinion. It is going to be on my worst albums of 2023, for sure. I will add that to the list. I think that's going to make 29 albums that I've listened to that are bad this year. And I think AJR is going to make the 30th. But who knows what the Maybe Man is going to sound like on November 10th. I think it's going to be another bad album from them. So, for a score for me, I'm giving Marshmello Sugar Papi for this cringy-ass album. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm really torn with how it turned out, and I just don't really like this album. This is not the kind of style that I know he is trying to do, but doesn't very well execute. I think when he did the song with Demi Lovato, It's Okay Not to Be Okay, was actually not a bad track. It was really nice of a song, but since then, he just hasn't made any great achievements with his albums. Maybe one album was okay in 2021, that album, but I can't remember the album's name. But other than that, this album's garbage, so it wasn't very good. So 5 out of 10 for Marshmello Sugar Papi. I'm sorry if I'm messing up on my wording. I'm just slurring a little bit, so please forgive that. Thank you guys for watching this album review. Have a good night.